Yeah.
Yep.
We tend to keep our videos pretty light, fun, and funny. Well, we try to be funny, but my jokes always end up falling flatter than Brian's booty.
Come on.
But in today's video, I want to get a bit serious and introduce you to someone. It's someone that I love, and it's someone that frustrates me to no end. And I want to tell you why this season of giving sometimes feels more like the season of grieving. Here we go. Happy holidays! Happy holidays! Happy holidays! This is something I often tell my patients when I'm at work or people out in public, at the store, wherever. Happy holidays. But in reality, the holidays can be far from happy for a lot of people. I think now is a good time to introduce you to the person that I mentioned earlier. Her name is Michelle, and she's my older sister. Her and I are 11 years apart, and despite the age gap, we are super close. We've always been super close. So much so that anytime I had to pick my jersey number for sports teams growing up and things like that, I always chose number 23. That's an homage to her birthday on August 23rd. We've always been close. When I came out to my parents, she was the one that was in my corner, very supportive. I want to tell you about Michelle because she's really struggling with addiction, and I think that this is something that everyone needs to hear. According to the CDC, over 107,000 people died of a drug overdose or drug poisoning in 2021. 67% of those were attributable to the synthetic opioid fentanyl. You've probably heard similar stats in the news regarding fentanyl and heroin and things like that. And oftentimes you change the channel, and I'm sure that some of you will click away from this video because this isn't a fun topic to talk about. But this really hits home for me, particularly it being someone that I know and I love and I care about. And also, me working in emergency medicine, seeing patients coming through the door with their own struggles with addiction, and I look into their eyes and I see my sister. Now, this video isn't intended to place blame on anyone or anything, really just to highlight that the people sitting across the table from you at your holiday meal could easily be going through something very serious with mental health or addiction, and oftentimes the holidays exacerbate these issues. In fact, back in 2021, the National Alliance on Mental Illness did a survey. It found that 3 in 5 Americans report that the holidays negatively influence their mental health. And I think this makes sense. The holidays are a time of gathering and coming together, and for people who you've lost or have passed away, it's a reminder that they're not there to celebrate with you. It can also reinforce feelings of loneliness and of depression, particularly in people who already have some pre-existing feelings like this. Seeing things on social media where everyone seems perfect, having a great family gathering, doing fun things, traveling to fun places, it can make you feel isolated because you're not doing those things. Of course, most of what is shared is positive, is happy, is healthy, is fun. But that's not always what's going on the surface. Of course, the holidays come with a lot of financial stressors, spending money that you don't have for traveling purposes, for gifts, for family, for friends. And there's a lot of stress to spend your way through the holidays. Increased stress can lead to things like poor diet, poor sleep, muscle tension, headaches, stomach issues. A lot of people don't realize how much stress can affect your physical body as much as it affects your mental health. I tried so hard to have my sister over for our holiday gathering, but in the end, it wasn't gonna work out. I put a lot of pressure on myself to try and make this happen, and I found that I was getting terrible sleep and very frequent headaches. I was wrong to think that someone with such severe addiction can just hit pause for a day or two and pull it together for a nice holiday celebration. And my expectations were unrealistic. Now, I didn't do much filming, but I did capture some great memories of my nephews, Jordan and Jackson, with Brian and my mom. We all spent time together and enjoyed our time together. I took the boys to Sky Zone, this trampoline park, where we bounced our hearts out and really worked up a sweat.
This is exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
Water.
Water! Me too!
We played some dodgeball where my nephew Jackson actually got me out. He's got some moves. I'm watching you, kid. Then I did my best Miley Cyrus impression.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
We all went back to the house where Brian's true frat bro came out in full force. Make it rain.
It's raining. No!
Oh.
No. No.
Oh! Don't worry, it's only water in those cups. And then, of course, we had to bust out some sick dance moves. So, Michelle, at this point, I'm speaking directly to you. I'm sharing all of these clips and these memories so that you can look back on them, so that you can see what you missed. And it's not to rub it in your face. It's more to show you what you're missing, to show you what you're fighting for. That when you're in rehab and when you have a low point, that this can be something that you look back on and it reminds you what you're fighting for. We love you and we miss you. Of course, you know that we all want you to get better. You can beat this. There's so much to live for, and you are a great woman. You're a great human. You've just lost your way, and you need to find it again. To anyone struggling with addiction or mental health issues, it's never too late to get help. And at first, it's gonna feel like an uphill battle. It's gonna feel easier to continue using. But I encourage you to take that first step towards recovery and only look back to see how far you've come. You can call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. They have a confidential hotline that helps you get plugged in to find care. Their number is 1-800-662-4357. You can also text your zip code to them at 435748 so that they can help you find help. They're available 24/7, 365, even on the holidays. With that being said, that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to live your life out loud. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Yeah, well, your breath stinks.
You can't even smell.
No!